All right. Next up, we have a presentation by Girl Scouts Troop 1245. Alexia Aguilar is a senior at the high school. And so we have, I think, a number of them, and they'll introduce themselves as they proceed with the presentation. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you for having us here tonight. I'd like to make a special thanks to Preet for making this happen for us. We are Girl Scout Troop 1245, and we met each other when we were 4 years old, and even though we went to different schools and had different activities, we made sure that Girl Scouts was a big part of our life, and that we stayed close as a family. Without Girl Scouts, we would not be the people we are today. We've prepared a PowerPoint to show you the different activities we've done the past 13 years. Each slide has a word that we believe describes what Girl Scout means. By the end of the presentation, you'll notice that the first letter of each slide spells out Girl Scouts. Our first slide is giving. Each year, our leader, Miss Cindy, would find a less fortunate family in need of some assistance to complete their holiday and would organize a list of presents for each child in the family that we would surprise them with. We would then choose a date to prepare dinner to eat with them and sing Christmas carols and then give each child their gift. Another thing we love to do during the holidays is visit the fountains. We would make goodie bags filled with fuzzy socks, mittens, and small blankets to keep the residents warm during the winter season. We have always enjoyed going room to room, singing Christmas carols to the residents. We would always be willing to sit in their bed with them or give them a hug if they asked. During the cold winter nights, when churches have opened their facilities for the homeless to sleep, we have taken dinner and served the guest. We also have interacted with the homeless families and helped them set up cots to sleep on during their stay. This has given us a better understanding of their situation.
Our second word is interdependence. We have relied on each other as a family throughout the years of being Girl Scouts together. During our bronze and silver awards, we all worked together to earn these awards and assist each other with anything that we needed. Also, we have done community service projects together to support the rest of our girls and to support each other. And we try to do every single thing that we can as a team and a family. Our next word is respect. While we were doing our service projects or working on our silver awards, we had to ask companies for donations. While doing this, we had to make sure to look the person in the eyes while we were speaking to them, and we would explain where their money would be going and why we needed it. We also had to make sure that when we did get these donations, we were extremely appreciative, and we showed them just how appreciative we were. We also learned our respect at a very young age when we were 6 years old selling our Girl Scout cookies. We would ask people to buy our Girl Scout cookies, and even while we were being ignored, we would smile and say thank you. Girl Scouts has taught us all how to be respectful to others and to each other. And with a group of people working together, it wasn't always easy. However, with our parents and leaders, we taught each other how to be respectful in making these decisions as a group.
So the next word we have is learning. Through all of our interest patches, we've learned many different valuable lessons. From the time we were young, we learned that it was really important for us to learn how to do the color guard ceremony. In different workshops, we were able to learn how to do this and also how to retire the flag so we could perform this at different events. Our mothers have had a very big impact on our Girl Scouting, but our fathers also felt like it was important for them to be involved. So one of our fathers especially found it important to teach us how to change a tire, so we never were stuck on the side of the road or struggling with that if we were ever put in that situation. We also learned about each other's different cultures because we all come from different backgrounds, and we felt it was very important for all of us to get a better understanding of each other. We had a potluck and had each girl bring a meal that they felt that represented their culture, or it was just their favorite. In doing this, we were able to learn more about each other and see the different aspects that made us the people we are today. In doing our interest projects and traveling, we also learned that we had to have good financial budgets, so we would know how to spend our money and make sure that we had the means to be able to spend our money and make sure that we weren't overspending or that we would fundraise enough.
Our next slide is social skills. Cookie sales not only helped us learn respect and about finances, we have learned how to have engaging conversations with customers. Miss Tara, our leader, has required us to learn the skill of how to count back money to our customers. We have been exposed to many different kinds of people through Girl Scouts and always treat everyone as though they are the President of the United States. We know everyone can benefit our lives in some way, and we appreciate them for that.
Our next slide is community. We attended the Run Drugs Out of Town and helped hand out medals, and we cheered on the runners. We also volunteered at a walk to end Alzheimer's and gave out balloons for a balloon release with colors describing how Alzheimer's had affected each person. Our last one is a Boy Scout in the community was earning his Eagle Scout, and we helped him with the project by building a new animal habitat and made lunch for all the Boy Scouts that were helping.
Our next one is opportunity. Our first major trip we took was to Disneyland. This trip wasn't just for team bonding, but we were also bridging from brownies to the junior level. 5 years later, we did many fundraisers and were able to visit the East Coast. Even though it was offered to us with our 8th grade class, we chose to share this experience and learn about the different part of the country with our Girl Scouts. Our troop, along with our leaders, were able to experience a once-in-a-lifetime trip that not only built sisterhood, but also allowed us an experience that may never have happened if it weren't for us Girl Scouts. On the next slide, we have a few pictures from our trip, but which one touched us the most was our co-leader, Cindy, set up a meeting with the Capitol, I'm so sorry, with Congressman Doug LaMoffa. Thank you.
So the next slide is unity. When we were getting our bronze award, we all worked together to get that one. But when it was time for us to get our silver award, we all had our own projects. And even though we had our own projects, we made sure to help each other. And now each girl is going to describe a little bit of what they did for their project.
So for mine was a Christmas day. So I went to Terbuena Elementary School, and I teamed up with one of the teachers there. And she gave me a list of the needy families from Terbuena and in our community. And I did a project that not only gave them food for Christmas dinner, but we provided plays and we provided activities for their Christmas. So it wouldn't be just a regular Christmas. It would be fun, and they got to meet Santa, and we had a bunch of fun activities for them.
My silver award was that I donated a room to the Hands of Hope, and this was actually in honor of 2 of their founders that were my neighbors, and they touched my heart, teaching me how to be part of the person I am today, and they taught me a lot about respecting my elders and respecting people in our community. So they donated a lot of their time to the Hands of Help, and they were super big into donating and helping these homeless people. So I thought that it would be just perfect for me to donate to them a room in this building to help these people read and to encourage these homeless people to be successful and get themselves off the streets and into homes.
For my silver award, me and my one of our fellow Girl Scout sisters that isn't here with us today, we made buddy bags. So we basically got bags and we filled them with blankets, color pencils, coloring books, stuffed animals, and a positive note. And they were for them when they got taken out of their homes from Child Protective Services or the domestic abuse from their parents. And we just teamed up with the Yuba City police, and they just carried them in the back of their trunk. So whenever they went to their the children's homes, when they took them out, they just handed them one of them, and just to comfort them when they're in crisis.
For my gold award, along with my sister and another Girl Scout that could not be here tonight, we made a shadow box to have a pet of the month at the animal shelter, along with making 150 goodie bags, and we did the pet's dirty laundry for 2 weekends.
One of our Girl Scout sisters that wasn't able to be here tonight, we still wanted to talk about what she did. At her elementary school, she noticed that the garden boxes that she had there were not sufficient enough for the students to be able to plant the flowers, and their science teacher had them there for the students to be able to observe the plants in their science class. And so she made different garden boxes and help the kids with little name tags so they knew which box was theirs. And so when they grew their plants, they could see the different things and do experiments with them for their science class.
Our last slide is Together Forever. The best thing about Girl Scouts for us is the family that we have gained. These girls are more than friends, they are our family. And although this next year we may be all going our separate ways, either another state or somewhere else in California, we know that if we ever need someone to be there, that these girls will be there for us for the rest of our lives. Thank you.
And I'd like to recognize their Girl Scout leaders, Carolyn Crone and Cindy Smoot, both that are here. So you have helped develop some remarkable young ladies in our community, and thank you for the leadership that you've provided them. Remarkable young ladies. So thank you. It's amazing. We've gone nearly an hour and haven't spent a dime of taxpayers' money on an agenda. So we'll continue on.